In this video, we're going to talk about growing your audience from scratch. We asked 50 content creators to write us their biggest questions. Question number 1. How do you come up with content ideas when you're just starting out? So ideas come directly from your niche. And I think of a niche as two parts, the target and the value. Who you're talking to and what you're giving them. If you're a marketing agency owner, you could target other agency owners and teach them how to grow. That's completely different content than targeting e-commerce brand managers who just want to learn TikTok. Once you nail that, start building content buckets. Look at what's working on blogs in your space, find YouTube channels targeting your audience, sort by most popular, and see what's gone viral. Take that concept, the title, the angle, and do it your way. The problem most people run into, they figure out their niche, get excited, batch a bunch of ideas, and then never post consistently. The ideas sit in a notes app forever. That's exactly why I use Schedulala. So you can capture that momentum, map out your content, and actually execute the ideas instead of letting them die. Question number 2, what if you don't feel like an expert yet? How do you compete with people who've been doing this for years? You don't need to be a guru. You need what I call 10% edge. Who's the audience you're just slightly ahead of? You could be a guide for them. Not some untouchable expert, just someone who's walked the path recently enough to remember where the rocks are. There's this concept of document, don't create. Instead of trying to invent wisdom, just share what you actually know, what you're actually doing, how you're solving problems, what you're learning in real time. Here's the thing though, documenting only works if you actually publish. I've talked to so many creators who have months of documented content sitting in their drafts. They wait until it's perfect until they feel ready. But here's the secret. You're never gonna feel ready. The edge comes from shipping, being consistent enough that your audience sees you showing up. That's why the first thing I tell people is get your content scheduled. Even if it's just 3 posts a week, put it in Schedulala, set the time, and let the system hold you accountable. The 10% edge means nothing if no one ever sees it. Question number 3. A lot of people feel like content creation requires some creative spark they don't have. Is this true? Creativity is a system, not a talent. There's this quote I love, only write when inspiration strikes. Luckily, it strikes at 9 a.m. every morning. The more you systemize your content creation, the less you rely on feeling creative. You focus on the 80-20. For video, that means nailing the hook in the first few seconds and having a simple structure. For social posts, it means knowing your pillars and rotating through them. Most content creators burn out because they treat every post like a blank canvas. They sit down and stare at the screen and wait for the magic to happen. That's exhausting. What if instead you had a system? Monday is an educational post, Wednesday is a personal story, Friday is a tip with CTA. You batch them on Sunday, schedule them out in Schedulala, and now your whole week is handled before it even starts. That's not killing creativity, that's freeing it. When you're not stressed about what to post today, you can actually think about the bigger ideas, the creative stuff, but you need the system first. Question number 4. Consistency is where most people fail. How do you actually stay consistent when you're not seeing results? There's no magic bullet. It comes down to patience and faith. Patience that results take time, and faith that if you keep showing up, eventually the compound effects kick in. My strategy is to input goals I can actually control. I can't control whether a post goes viral, but I can control whether I show up 3 times a week with something valuable. Here's what I tell people. Commit to posting consistently for 1 year, not 2 months, not until it feels hard, 1 year minimum. Most people expect results after a few weeks, get discouraged, and quit. The ones who win are the ones who build systems that make consistency automatic. That's literally why I use Schedulala. I got tired of the daily decision fatigue. What do I post? When do I post it? Which platforms need attention today? When your content is scheduled in advance, consistency stops being a willpower problem. It's just handled. You still have to do the work up front, but the system holds you accountable when motivation fades.